Alright, let's see. I have cords wrapped around cords, and I've just started. I messed myself up. Oh, right, we're on the new island. Well, you know what? We might as well make the most of it if we can. Let's see what's available. Yeah, we just got here. And yeah, I guess I could go do some other things. But I think this hideous monstrosity has got a bit of a mission. We're just going to focus on it for the time being, and then it's probably going to be like, you don't have enough sprites. And then I'll be like, well, bye. And that's going to be it. Okay. I hear a cat. Guess I'll just plant random... Ah, there you are. Sandy Paw, Radiant Sands. What? Camera angle? Ooh, this is pretty. Whatever this is. Greetings, Sprite Seer. Your path has led you to the Cloudcatcher. Once a towering achievement between people and sprite folk, it now holds open a wound across our worlds. This wound, which stands between you and the answers you seek, is the source of the murk. Search the desert, young Sprite Seer. Find the old man whom time forgot. He shall be your guide, and light the path that must be tread. Farewell, Sprite Seer. You still have far to go. Yay! Okay, so we got some things to do, and I'm gonna go in circles. This looks scarily like No Man's Sky. This looks nothing like No Man's Sky. I mean, it's a world that you can explore, sure. I guess it's got a color palette that you could kind of describe as No Man's Sky-y. But even then, describing it as No Man's Sky is a stretch. Huh, looks like there's actually a fair amount of, like, fiddly bits that we might be able to interact with up here eventually. For now, I'm gonna see if I can leap off this tower. Oh, I see. Too much miasma probably won't let me. I need to find some more cosmetic items so I can look even more monstrous. Ooh. I just realized that is a funkalicious looking tree. I'm gonna chop one down. See what happens. Time forgot the old man. How did he get old? No. He started old. And then he figured out how to defy physics and started planting these trees. Is this... Oh, shoot. That thing didn't give me any seeds. Maybe I should leave it alone then. It didn't look like he got me anything other than just lumber. Well, I guess we'd just go through here. And hang a right this time? Or no. If we check the map, I bet we can't get in there until we have enough sprites to get rid of the murk in the way. Okay, well, that's easy enough. I can just keep going. Let's see, was that the Eye of Terror above the tower? Let's see if I can... Maybe? I mean, it looks like they're more going for a Ganon thing. It could be right, but probably just creepy clouds. Did Wander turn into a female? Sort of. So the thing is, there's no differences between the gender models in this game. So depending on what my hairdo is, I look different. Mainly, my goal is to look really stupid over the course of this, just because looking as dumb as possible amuses me to no end. Unfortunately, I think we're going to need a crazy amount... No, we do not need a crazy amount of murk for a lot of these things. Oh, that's okay. And we found orange shampoo. Ooh, do we keep with this, like, kind of crazy teal, or do we go... Ah, hey, Sprite. Do we keep with the crazy teal, or do we go orange? These are questions to ask. I don't know. Okay, a small note reads, Radiant Sand Shrine, sunglasses 3. What? Okay, so I guess we gotta go get some sunglasses. Some of these are completely arbitrary. And very confusing. Oh, there's like a weird... Oh, there's a cat. There's a cat! 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 Cat got. So what are these things out here? It's like a weird... It's a fennicorn. So it's a fennec fox unicorn. Well, I gotta give him credit. It's got some weird buckly-ass legs. It actually... Ooh, flame. Flame shampoo. Okay. I was not convinced on orange, but flame? Yes. Sweet. I don't know if I'm gonna trade this up for anything else. It would be so much better if things weren't ugly. This game would be great if the character wasn't a horrible monstrosity. Somebody was actually criticizing me for being so hard on the game's visual design. I mean, the creatures looked weird dumb. Show me your commitment. The seeds planted, no, make the future grow stronger. Plant 5 trees. Oh, you butt. Okay, whatever. I'll come back to that one in a bit. Unfortunately, I've planted literally every seed in my inventory, so we're going to have to find some feed somewhere around here. And I don't think we're going to get that on the desert, which sucks. I guess we could just start chopping down some trees. Maybe I'll get some seeds from some of these. Or none of them are going to have any seeds for me, and this is just going to set me further and further back. And he gets more and more angry at me as time goes on. He's like, "You... I told you to plant trees, not cut them down, you ninny." And I'll be like, "Herder, my hair's flame!" Yes. Wander confirmed for hating the planet. Man, screw the planet. What's this planet ever done for me? Captain Planet, dreamed about him as a kid. I wanted to be a planeteer, and what'd he do? Not exist. Freaking... You can't come back from that betrayal, man. You can't. Even if you got laser vision. And destroyed the world like toys. Oh, there's a random person in here. And another weird dumb cat. I'm getting a lot of these dumb cats. How do they get here? How do they survive? What do they eat? Hello, random shipwrecked man. The wizard Dupples. Yes, you look like you have quite the story to tell. Sorry, but I don't have the time to listen to every traveler who comes wandering past. I have a well to fix. You don't last long in the desert without water, and our nearest supply is stuck behind some murk. I need to figure out a way to clear the murk, or everyone's going to get real thirsty. Time may have forgot me, but thirst, never. Okay, so we've got to figure out how to get to that well, which is on the other side of the murk here, which means I'm gonna have to clear that main source of murk, and I don't think I have nearly enough sprites for that. I was really hoping that I'd be able to... Wait. I was really hoping I could cut some of this stuff down. Well, I guess we can probably hop on the boat, get some random seeds, and then come back. Because I don't think I can get through here. And even if I could, it would probably do some, like, weird glitchy nonsense that we might regret. Alternatively, no, this might be the way in. I do appreciate how quickly you can move in this game. It doesn't really force you to just slog. Doesn't look like there's much of a reason to platform. Then again, this game isn't really much of a platforming game to begin with. Yeah, there we go. Story time. So I've been playing a lot of D&D lately, which is really good fun. But, so, when we were kids, we would like to mess around with magic and spells and stuff like that. In Dungeons and Dragons, obviously. If we were actually, like, spellcasting children, it would be, like, the best thing ever, but no, we were just playing D&D. Which was still the best thing ever, but slightly less the best thing ever. Mainly just because magic is not real, therefore you can't really go, oh, hey, free treasure chest. Sweet, I got a firework. And we're in the Akuna Oasis. There are people living here, apparently. Isn't your island, like, all sorts of bugged up? I guess you don't care. Alright, whatever. Can't do anything with these. But so, one of the things that we absolutely adored about D&D is some of the spell descriptions were just truly amazing. Spectrum shampoo, son of in our case, the thing that we really enjoyed was specifically the fact that the spell Create Food and Water created, was it 1 cubic foot of food and or water per level? And so we were specifically, like, once tasked with, like, feeding a village or something like that, or bringing food to somebody. And so we gave them a 5 foot by 5 foot cubic banana. And that was it. That was it. It was amazing. It was the best. I mean, there's not much more to tell apart from just, like, we were in stitches for ages about the idea of giving, like, some starving dude just a giant cubic banana. D&D is good stuff. Later, when I hit level 20, I crushed a guy to death with a giant cubic coconut. Turns out, if you try and apply some, like, basic math to that, a 20-foot cubic coconut is crazy large. And very, very dangerous. I should do that again. If I ever play D&D again, I'll have to see if the 5 foot by 5 foot cubic fruitcake. Look, we made weapons out of these things, not weapons of mass destruction. We're not evil. Just jerks. Also random cat. I swear I might actually finish off the cat collection in the Radiant Sands before I do anything else, which is weird and funny. I assume this... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not going to be able to clear the rest of this until we, finish the quests off. I don't remember exactly what the NPC's reaction was, but I think he was just upset. Mainly because we were messing with him, despite the fact that we were helping him, and he just didn't know what to do. I don't know. Honestly, we were, like, in 6th and 7th grade, so it was kind of hard to really have a specific, It was hard to have specifically developed role-playing skills, to say the least. It was good fun, though. I want to see if there's a cat down here. So whatever the heck this is. I don't even know what this is. Oh! It's rather rude running around smashing up someone's home, you know? That pack on your back looks sprite-sized. I bet you won't smash that anytime soon. Oh. Sweet. Oh, we actually only have one more sprite in the area. Oh, that's okay. Okay, well, one way or another, we've, I guess, completed this quest. It doesn't look like this town really unlocks to have anything in it until we've dealt with a wizard. Let's see. If I'm ever gonna... If I do a second campaign to follow up Grave of Man, will it be me as the DM? I actually don't know. Shell had commented that she might be interested in DMing a campaign. The problem is combat is kind of a daunting task if you've never really done a whole lot of D&D before. So specifically, that would be her hang-up, which I can totally understand. Honestly, combat is a bit difficult to handle if you've never really played a whole lot of D&D before. I thought it was underground when we were coming through. Turns out it was just dark. Whoops. God, this game is actually, like, downright gorgeous, though. Like, the environments, at least, they're really well designed. The coloring, the texturing is great. I mean, it does kind of have that Unity shader effect going on, but, like, who cares? Whatever. Oh, dude, you know what this game would be improved by? Is instead of having these, like, weird Playmobil people, we were just the characters from Journey. I love Journey. Journey is so good. But yeah, I don't know if I DM a second time around. I would if nobody else is going to. But if somebody else wants to step up, then I might let them do it. It'd probably just be Shell, though, because I can't imagine Keith or Bird would have the time to make a D&D campaign, let's be honest here. What if there's a cat behind this guy's house? Well, no, but there's a silver shampoo. What do you mean you've cleared the well? Oh, Sprites, you say? I haven't heard talk of Sprites in quite some time. I think you might be exactly the person I've been looking for. You've seen the Cloudcatcher, yes? Once a fountain of life, now it spreads murk throughout the land. But I know how to fix it. All we need are the parts. If you bring me the parts to me, I can fix the Cloudcatcher, and hey presto, everything will be good again. Otherwise, the murk will just keep spreading and spreading until... Well, I'm not sure what will happen. But I'm certain it won't be good. What do you say, traveler? The people of Gemea are certainly counting on you. Alright, so we gotta get Arcadian Ice, spare parts, Cloudcatcher sails, and yeah, that will be something later. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna take a drink as we run across the desert. Guess I don't even know how to get those parts. Dupples, that name makes you laugh. Dupple, that's why I gave Dupples a really dumb voice, instead of giving him a more serious voice. But yes, Shell would make a wonderful campaign that we would almost immediately ruin with our antics. That actually would, that makes a lot of sense. It's very possible. We are not exactly the most serious of people. But we'll see. I mean, Grave of Man is going to last for, like, years. If you guys haven't seen it, the D&D campaign that I'm running, or me and my friends are running together, I don't know, is called Grave of Man, and it is good stuff. At least I think it is. I don't know. Probably not years. A year and a half? It's going to take a while. D&D is long. We've already been going for, like, what, three months? Yeah, maybe not years. I was thinking like 100 episodes, probably. Okay, do we have to... Is the guy here? Ah, he's hiding. Yeah. Okay, so we gotta go find things. Honestly, we gotta go find some, Man, I don't even know what I'm gonna get. Okay, well, I guess we might as well go up to the lumber mill and trade in the wood for the lumber, seeing as that was one of the quests. I want to just kind of complete some things. I really like how every single town in this game is completely and visually distinct. Okay, but yeah, we wanna find some tall grasses so I can get so I can cut them down from. Oh, here we are. We want to get as many mystery seeds as we can possibly get. Because if I can have a Hoarders Anonymous, thanks game for judging me. I want to get as many seeds as possible so we can plant some trees. Yeah, I don't actually have any tree seeds there. I guess I could cut down some trees and replant them. But that's not really something... I'd like to eventually just fill in the whole area. Kind of why I'm doing this. Oh well, we'll just head back up. We got a ton of other objectives that we can do first. I feel like you'd enjoy playing D&D, but it's super daunting and you don't have any friends. Well, you don't actually need friends to play D&D with. You just need people that would actually, like, respect the campaign and the rules and whatnot. So that part's not actually that hard. You just gotta find a group that'll work with you. So, you've joined the Carpenter's Guild, have you? Well, welcome. Here are some planks for the wood you provided. Come back anytime. Thanks, bye. Okay, let's keep looking for this. I wonder if my traps have capitulated yet. Probably not. But, like, there's a ton of different places where you can actually, meet up with people specifically to play, D&D. Roll20, for example. I mean, I've got at least 2 D&D campaigns. Oh, backpack is full. That's different. Okay, let's turn back around and go back to the lumber mill for a second. See if I can trade some things out. But yeah, I've at least spawned a couple of D&D campaigns out of my fan base. And I'm sure more would probably spawn if you looked hard enough for a group. Or tried to orchestrate it yourself. But yeah, Roll20 is absolutely wonderful for working with new people. Okay, so what does he sell? Shaped planks. I mean, none of these are particularly good, but I guess we could actually... Let's pick them up. Because I can clear my backpack by selling these things. Anything that this guy wants for extra money. Doesn't look like it. We got like copper ore. Let's get rid of the ghost fish, the lucky silverfish. And the guava flowers. Okay, that'll clear my inventory a little bit, at the very least. Sort of. Maybe not. I don't know. Is it just me, or are you talking to chat way more often than I normally do? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It actually, so, seeing as, let's pull back the curtain a little bit. So, for people watching this on YouTube and they're kind of confused about what the heck I'm talking about, I stream almost every content that almost everything that I put up on YouTube. And, so oftentimes, I'm very, very specifically focused on a game or a task or something like that. So when I'm playing, say, EDF with my friends, I'm very specifically focused on two things. Talking and responding to them, and playing the game. It's hard to bring in viewer interaction, specifically when I'm playing multiplayer, because it's kind of a jerk move to my friends. I don't know how many of you guys ever watch like YouTubers or streamers that are streaming or something like that. But imagine if they're trying to converse with two people at once. Like, it gets ugly real fast, and it's not something that I generally enjoy listening to or experiencing. So it's one of those where generally I try and shy away from that kind of content as much as possible. And this kind of applies over to my solo content too. Generally I'm kind of putting on a specific show. And I don't really want to, like, you know, break the flow too much by responding to random people and so on and so forth. The easy and notable exception... Oh, there's something interesting up here. The easy and notable exception is when there's not really a whole lot that I'm doing. So in this case, as much as I like this game, it's very quiet. It's very plain. And there's not a whole lot of effort required. We discovered a constellation in the Wanderer. I don't know if that gets me anything, but awesome. We should probably actually head down to some of the merchants, see what we can buy. But so, like, I like this game, but I'm just wandering around completing random tasks for people and having just a good time. There's nothing specifically that, like, I need to talk about. There's no goals, there's no tasks, and for the most part, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so it makes it really easy for me to just sit around chattering and doing whatever I want to say. And that, in part, includes, like, actually responding to people in the live chat, just because I can actually do so. And it's probably not going to feel terribly jarring for most people, because it gives me something to talk about. Missed a cat up top. Son of a... They absolutely nailed the ambiance for this game, though. I really hope more developers kind of learn from this, and Breath of the Wild, actually. I don't know how many of you guys... I don't know how many of you guys saw or played Breath of the Wild, but it's an absolutely wonderful game. Wonderful world to explore, so on and so forth. And I had a lot of fun playing it. Mainly because it was such a nice and interesting, beautiful world to experience. So I did miss a cat. One more to go. I'll have to figure out where the last one is. Oh, thanks for the sub. Best name on the web. But Breath of the Wild, I liked so much because it was the first open world game that I actually enjoyed. Like, okay, so I had fun with Skyrim. I had fun with I had fun with Skyrim. I have fun with Fallout, but ultimately they're very shallow experiences, just kind of repeated over and over because they realized they could copy and paste content rather regularly, and for the most part, get away with it. And nobody really calls them on it apart from, like, the occasional review. For the most part, people don't care that much. In my case, I kind of care just because I'd love it if everything was, like, specifically hand-designed to be, like, really, really interesting and unique. But not so much so. But Breath of the Wild, except for the enemies being kind of copy-pasta, almost every, like, location was such kind of a joy to go through because there's so many cool things to find and do. It's not a sprint. Oh, we really do move quite fast over land. Okay. I'm a little bit confused about the whole value produced thing. Oh, hey, my fox is out. Oh, you think you can read. That's adorable. Okay, so I assume I can't build anything because I actually haven't crafted it yet. Okay, so we'll have to craft first. Well, I guess we could do that. Oh, interesting. Found 11 out of 26... Oh, there's only 11 out of 26 spirits. Was actually not expecting that. Okay, so this is crafting. Carpenter. Carpenter's kit. Oh. We gotta start by making some of these things. Well, I guess, let's go over to the chest and drop some stuff off. Specifically, I've got a bunch of these dumb cosmetic things that I probably don't need in my inventory. Not immediately, not until I have, like, a better use for them. Okay, all that leaves me left with is raw materials, which is useful. Geez, we have a lot of vines and other things. We should go on a bridge building trip, I think, before I get too far into this. But let's start with the carpenter's kit. So what do we need? Large animal pen, small. Let's go large. Single large animal. Okay, so we just need some wood tiles and some wood beams. Or we need glue. Crap. I don't know how to make glue. Can I make glue? I assume that's something that I'm not aware of how to make, so I might have to go trade for that. Okay, that's something later. Oh, we actually had significantly less milk there. Oh. My traps are done. So cool. All I have to do is just toss traps down on the ground. And we're golden. Nice. Okay, where do we go? What do we do? We have missing crew, can't really do that yet. We could do a little bit of bartering. Oh, right. I don't know about wet weather gear. We still don't know how to make a haberdashery. Let's check my quests. Okay, how to make sails. Oh, I see. So these different NPCs will teach us for the main quest. Well, I don't care too much about that. Mortar and leather strips, can't do. I guess let's head back to the trapper. Because trapping and trading is immediately useful. Because that gives me some extra things that I can craft. The more crafting recipes that I can get my hands on, the easier this is going to get for me. So I'm going to try and get as many basic memberships as we can get. I assume as we progress forward, we'll unlock some more recipes. Hopefully? Oh, man. Okay, I don't know how many of you guys have seen Dragon Quest Builders or my playthrough of it. But if you haven't, I'd highly recommend checking out Dragon Quest Builders. Not even my playthrough, just check out the game. Because if you like the look of this, you're probably really going to enjoy Dragon Quest Builders if you picked it up. If you could actually cross Dragon Quest Builders with just straight up this game, that might actually be the perfect game as far as I'm concerned. It'd be close. Oh, great job. That's a fine pelt indeed. I hope you didn't trade for one, though. Just trade for one, though. Wouldn't blame you for a second if you did trade for it. Either way, I have a feeling you'll do well in Gemea. I almost forgot. Here's something special for your efforts. Enjoy this handy leather haversack. Oh, hey, does that actually mean extra inventory space? Maybe, please. That'd be nice. Can I? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's cosmetic. Well, it looks better than my dumb little backpack. I don't actually know if it gets me some more inventory space now that I'm looking at it. Well, whatever. Oh. So he literally just taught us how to trap. That's it. Well, whatever. That's a task done. Let's see what if I have any other tasks I can complete easily. But with the combat system of Dragon Quest Heroes. Yeah. Or, I mean, the combat system of Breath of the Wild would be absurd. Okay, got fish. Tackle details. Yeah, we can get that one done. There's so many ideas with games. Why not try and flesh the idea out and sell it to a developer? So actually, developers almost never listen to external people, ever. So this is a common thing. If you guys have you ever heard of sending a script to like a producer for a movie? Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, I see. That's one of the things I chopped just fell down there. I was like, is that a sprite? I don't know. But if you ever send like a script to a movie, like a producer or a book to book idea to an author or fan fiction to somebody or so on and so forth, generally what will actually happen is they won't read it. They'll refuse to do so. Completely. And it may sound like kind of a super jerk move, but it makes it so you can't sue them. But so chances are, even if I wanted to, I don't think I could even find a developer that would be willing to listen to my ideas. Unless I, like, specifically got a job as a producer at a game company and managed to work my way up the ranks. Or they put me in an executive position just because of my fame or fortune or something like that. Which seems incredibly unlikely, all things considered. But no, I'm just going to keep talking about my ideas forever. And either somebody's going to listen to one of these ideas and they'd be like, oh, that's a good idea, and just steal it from me, at which point, go for it. I don't care that much. As long as you do it good. I will say this right now. If you can manage to make a game based on my idea, two things. One, if I make the game myself, you can't sue me for it. Obviously, this is not a disclaimer that'll work in a court of law. But if you make it good, hell yeah, I'll do a series on it and be like super happy about that. I don't know. I only have a certain amount of time on this in this mortal coil, and I will never be able to finish all of my ideas, even if I wanted to. So if some other people just take my ideas and run with them, hell yeah. Let's see, how's the game Bert and I are working on? I actually haven't been able to work on it in quite some time because I've been busy recording videos. Let's see. I will care when they make millions off of my idea. But ultimately the problem is ideas are cheap. Ideas are incredibly cheap. And so, like, I could think of a game, but realistically somebody could have had the exact same thought. Most of my thoughts are fairly derivative to begin with anyway. So it's not like anything that I think up is going to be particularly my own. If there's an idea for a game that I specifically want made, I actually probably won't talk about it. If I think that I might work on it someday.